for the last one, I'm going to take us in a little bit different direction.
Sure.
And that's the one about tax planning, not reporting, which is something I talk about with people a lot. And maybe it's partly because of where I came from, but I know how important it is. Just this idea that we get to the end of like, we don't want to even think about taxes till we start to get this mail in February that has the 1099s and all these things for filing. And then we're like, what can I do? Well, it's too late.
That's just a simple bar graph for people listening that says the taxes you paid, and it's a big bar. And there's a shorter bar that says the taxes you could have paid, and the difference is called tax planning. And again, I want to be clear, like I'm not talking about like I've told my CPA that I want to be, if there was like a 1 to 10 scale on aggressiveness about how I'm going to treat my taxes, I want to be a 1. Like I want to be but I certainly don't want to miss out on things that are clearly spelled out. Like, are you tracking your mileage when you drive for specific work things, right? Like, are you like whatever, there are very specific things that are completely okay within the tax code. In fact, they're meant to be used. They're there to be used. Well, you're pointing to a real challenge. Again, deep empathy for the best CPAs in the world. Even the best CPAs in the world, because of the pressure of their job, often don't have time to be strategic. They're going to be really good at reporting on what has already happened. That's their job. Now, there are some really good ones that have built their businesses around the idea that they're going to be strategic. But largely, that's a challenge. And so I think we need to be just more thoughtful. A good financial advisor can do that if they've got expertise like you do. And I don't know if I would use the word should, but a good financial advisor can do that. That would be one place that they would be really valuable. But just the idea of like, could you just simply set aside 90 minutes every quarter personally to ask questions of ChatGPT, to ask questions of your financial advisors, to ask questions of your CPA, like, hey, what should I be thinking about? Anything here? Could we run an estimate? I know I have an estimate run every quarter, and stuff comes up every year in mid-year where we're like, hey, we should be thinking about this. So yeah, I think that's a smart one to end on.
And just one last question about that. I mean, can you talk about any kind of mindset shifts that you see when people start to see taxes as this year-round thing instead of just April paperwork?
I think, I don't know about mindset shift, but I can certainly point to the feeling. It's such a better feeling to feel like I'm on top of this. I've thought about it and there's no surprises. There was actually a mistake made last year, and it was a good mistake, right? Like I made more money than we thought I would make, but it resulted in a pretty surprising tax bill because there was something missed. And my CPA actually totally owned it and was like, I can't believe I blew that. That's completely my fault. It didn't result, like I didn't pay more than I should have. I just didn't know it, and I didn't like that feeling. Right. So that's just even one example of, there was no mistake even made. I didn't pay more. There was nothing we could have done differently, probably. I just didn't know. And it resulted in me having to have a surprise. And the surprise was accompanied with, guess what? You earned way more than you thought. Well, that's great. But I didn't like that feeling. It's a much better feeling to be like, no surprises. We're on it. Is there anything, I love the idea of being able to say, is there anything we haven't thought of, and largely be able to say, I don't think there is. I think there is. So the feeling, I think, is really important. And I think that does result in a mindset shift too.
I agree. And so I'm going to wrap it up here. I want to thank you so much for your time and for this book. And I'd love you to just tell people where they can find more about it.
And thanks, Phil. It was a very thoughtful conversation. So the book is called Your Money, Reimagining Wealth Through 101 Simple Sketches. You can find it anywhere books are sold. My favorite suggestion is, and it's really interesting. This is sort of like really inside baseball, but unless you know it, you don't realize how important pre-sales are to people, to the success of the book. So I've been suggesting to people, buy one copy from Amazon and order one from your favorite local bookstore. If you do both of those things, it'll help get the book in more hands. And I think you'll really, really love it. Everything about it was meant to spark these kind of conversations. And so there's, whatever we covered, let's say 6, there's 95 more for you in the book.
I know Heather recommended having read. It's an easy read. It's quick and
Mm.
it's makes you think, and like we've shown here, can lead to really good conversation. So I'd like to thank you just for writing it. I think it's great.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Phil. Thanks for the conversation.
Thank you, Carl. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.